Hey guys, hope you all are well. Now I'm going to prepare chicken dum biryani for a Sunday lunch. There are many methods of preparing biryani, but this is my version where I'm going to cook it on slow fire. Dum actually means cooking on slow fire in an airtight container. So let's quickly start off with it because my tummy started rumbling and can't wait for it. So for 400 grams of basmati rice, I'm taking 400 grams of chicken, which is the normal proportion, which is 1:1. If you would like to add more chicken, you could do so according to your preference. So I'm gonna take 3 large onions, which weighs 400 grams as well, and 3 medium-sized tomatoes. And I'm gonna make a ginger garlic chili paste, for which I've got 40 grams of garlic cloves and 10 grams of peeled ginger. Just pop in some 3 green chilies so it adds flavor to the gravy. As well, I'm going to use some chilies when I prepare the gravy. I've got few cinnamon sticks, some 5 to 6 cloves, 5 cardamom pods, and I've got some fresh bay leaves from a garden and fresh mint leaves as well from a garden, and some coriander for garnishing, saffron to add flavor to the dish, and I'm going to take a few spoons of yogurt to keep the chicken really nice and moist and tender. I'm going to get the ginger garlic and chili paste ready. To a heated pan, I'm adding 2 spoons of cooking oil. So when the oil is slightly hot, add in maybe half a spoon of clarified butter. One of the tips here is that do not add the ghee at first, because if you add the ghee at first, it's going to burn and going to ruin the recipe. When the oil is hot, add in the spices, cinnamon stick, some cloves, cardamom, and fresh bay leaves from my garden, slit green chilies, and sliced onion. Adding in some salt, and if you add salt to the onions, it gets cooked really quickly. You're going to have it closed for a little bit for it to get sauteed really well, get cooked. Once the onions have gone glassy, add in the ginger garlic chili paste which we prepared now. Mix it up. Saute it until the raw smell goes off. Now I'm adding sliced tomatoes. Add in 3 medium sliced tomatoes. Give it a mix. I'm going to let the tomatoes go a little bit mushy. Once the tomatoes go a little bit mushy, I'm adding free-range chicken. Give it a nice mix. Do not add any water, because even as the chicken gets cooked, it will ooze out water. If you add water, it's going to mess up the whole dish, as biryani would go clumpy and sticky. Adding in 2 spoonfuls of fresh yogurt. The reason I'm adding fresh yogurt is to keep the chicken nice and moist and tender. Adding in a handful of fresh mint leaves. Mint leaves gives a very good aroma and it enhances the taste as well. So sprinkling some salt to the chicken so the chicken absorbs the salt and it gives it a very good taste. This as well, I'm keeping it on medium flame. Have it closed till the chicken is cooked. After 20 minutes, let me check how the chicken is. Look at that, how much water it has oozed out. I did not add any water at all to the chicken, but look at the water. So now at this point of time, we're going to cook it without the lid on so that the excess water evaporates. It took about half hour for the chicken to cook and for the water to evaporate. It took a bit longer for the chicken to cook just because it's free range chicken. So it depends from chicken to chicken how tender or hard the meat is. I'm getting the rice cooked now. In the meantime, adding 400 grams of basmati rice, sprinkling some salt, and adding some sauteed. I'm taking some sauteed onion from there, mix it with the rice, and let it cook. Make sure you do not add more water. It should be to the equal ratio of 1:1. The reason is I don't want the rice to go sticky or mushy. So just close it and keep maybe for 10 minutes on medium flame. After 5 minutes, just checking what state the rice is in. Just go to fork it. Make sure you don't break the rice. I'll let it cook for a little bit more, maybe for another 4 to 5 minutes. Exactly after 10 minutes, I'm taking the rice off the flame. Make sure you keep it on low flame. Do not increase the flame as it will burn the rice at the bottom. And now give it a nice mix, and it is 3/4 cooked, not fully cooked. I'm taking some 5 cardamom pods. This is to be added toward the end. Powder it in a pestle and mortar. To make it into a fine powder, I'm adding a bit of salt, which makes it easier. And just pound it. I also fried some sliced onion to sprinkle it toward the end, just to garnish the biryani with. This is the final preparation of dum biryani that I'm going to do. So I've got a pan heated. Make sure it is on low flame and just pop in a pot on top of the pan. I'm drizzling some fresh ghee at the bottom so the rice or chicken doesn't burn at the bottom. Let it melt. Taking the same ghee, spread it even on the sides so it doesn't stick on. The reason you could also drizzle some cooking oil, that's to your preference, or unsalted butter. The reason I'm doing it with ghee is because it gives out a very good flavor. Now the ghee has melted. Now we're going to do layers of chicken and rice. So at first, layer in the chicken at the bottom. It smells so delicious. I can't wait to have it. And the rice. I'm going to add in some cardamom powder, which I prepared now. This gives out a very good aroma. I'm also adding some powdered color, orange color. It's optional. If you prefer, you can add it. If not, you can skip it. This is to give a bit of color. Another layer of chicken gravy. And next layer of rice. Sprinkle in some cardamom powder, and now in the middle I'm also sprinkling in some saffron, which enhances the aroma and flavor. Yeah. Gravy again. And the final bit of rice, a little bit of rice. Just leveling it up. And I'm just sprinkling it with the fried onion on top, which also smells really nice. Guys, every little thing adds up to the aroma and flavor. And the final sprinkle of food color. Sprinkling chopped coriander leaves on top. Close it with a lid, and now I'm going to airtight it, and that is the reason they say, the term came as Dum Biriyani. I have prepared a dough out of wheat flour. Just gonna make it into a thin string, and gonna seal the sides so the air does not escape through those tiny little gaps. Make sure it's sealed properly. There's a tiny little space for the air to escape, so just cover that up as well. I'll leave it for about 15-20 minutes, and then it'll be done. Make sure you keep it on low flame, not even on medium flame. Now after half hour, it is all done. I'm gonna remove it up, take the seal off. It's really hot, be very careful so you don't burn your hands. Let me spoon it out. Ooh, look at that. Now Dum Biryani is done. Let's see how it has come up. Hopefully it is nice. Look at that, how it looks amazing. And I'm very much sure it'll taste amazingly yummy. So I'm going to take the pot as such and going to give it a mix. Look at that, how colorful it is. I do this before popping it into the plate because I don't want to mix it up else the rice would break. Now it's ready to go onto the table. I'm so excited. And there you go. Look at that. Those fried onions, all the spices. When we keep it in airtight, all the spices and all the gravy gets infused and it gives out a very good taste. It brings out the best taste. So there you go, it's ready. Let me garnish it with some fried onions. And some fresh coriander leaves. Don't you think it looks very nice? It looks appetizing, guys. Even the smell, it smells really, really nice. So there we go. I cannot resist to taste it. So let me give it a taste and see how it is. Guys, I cannot lie here. It's fantastic. Believe me, it's amazing. You could follow the same method and the steps which I told you in the video, and if you do so, you would get the best results, I guarantee you. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and do try this out at home, and I'm sure it'll come up really well. If you like so, please do leave your comments below, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks and bye.